We have no makeup on today. Today it's all about skincare. I haven't done an updated skincare routine in a while and it's been requested lately. I haven't been sleeping well at all this week, so maybe don't judge how I look right in this moment. But I am 41. Sometimes I can't believe it. But here we are, and my skin has maintained a good amount of firmness, as it should at this age. I stopped Botox a little over 2 years ago, so we definitely have some fine lines forming here and here. I do not have filler in my face. And on that note, I hardly ever see anybody look younger or better with filler in their face. That's neither here nor there, but it's a question I get. No real issues of like elasticity under the eyes yet. You can see my concern, a little bit of redness, a little bit of texture happening, which is all pretty minor, and my skincare routine keeps mostly under control. My routine is really simple, by the way, no nonsense. I don't go out and try skincare. It's just not something that I like have fun with. I just go for science-backed ingredients, clear evidence that this stuff works. That's what I base my skincare routine on. I'm gonna start with this duo because hydration has been such an issue for me over the years. I used to over exfoliate my skin so much because I wanted to get rid of the texture. So I would use acid after acid on my skin, and my skin got to a place where it was dry and sort of leathery. So I considered myself a dry skin type because I kept stripping my skin dry and dehydrated. Because of these two products, I am no longer a dry skin type. I'm actually pretty normal. So this is Source Hydrating Essence. What's special about Source, this is actually one of the first milky essences that made it stateside. It was always popular in Korea, but it only really got popular after this one came out here in the United States. This has the highest percent of Centella asiatica extract, pure Centella asiatica extract, that I've ever seen in a product. It is a milky essence. It is extremely hydrating. We always call it a drink of water for your skin because your skin literally just soaks it up and your skin is instantly hydrated. But the other thing about Centella asiatica extract is over time, it helps to improve the actual density of your skin. Like it'll actually help thicken up your skin over time. And then the 7 Complete Moisturizer. These two sort of go hand in hand. They're called the hydration heroes because they really are. This isn't just a moisturizer. I actually use this under my eyes and on my lids. And the reason for that is because it is packed with healthy aging ingredients, science-backed healthy aging ingredients. Sea grapes, which I actually have in my fridge. It's a really nice salty, crunchy snack. 2 types of sea kelp, which are Macrocystis pyrifera and Laminaria japonica. And this one is an anti-aging powerhouse. It's ginseng root extract, red ginseng root extract, which is cultivated in a very specific time frame, which actually makes this a very expensive formulation, but it's sold at the same price as some pretty mediocre products out there. It actually outperforms $160, $200 creams. I stand by this product. It is my favorite moisturizer I've ever used. I also added a serum to my routine. That serums are something that I actually do switch out like every maybe 6 months to a year. I might try a new one and see which one I like best. I'm loving this one by Fresh. I actually used to use this long ago and I kind of reintroduced it into my routine. This is their Black Tea Renewal Serum. So what I'll do in the evening is I'll put on Source first because it is the most liquidy, most absorbing product. And then I go in with this serum and then I'll follow with the 7. But this just makes a really nice difference in softening some of the fine lines. It just gives a little bit more radiance to my skin. And speaking of serums, of course, we have to exfoliate if we want our best skin. This is Rebirth. It's made with 5% lactic acid and 10% niacinamide. Lactic acid is actually one of the more gentle AHAs. It's still going to do a beautiful job exfoliating your skin. You will wake up with baby smooth skin, but it's more gentle. It's not as harsh as glycolic acid, which I like. I like glycolic acid, but it also hydrates the skin and thickens skin over time as well. People started calling this magic in a bottle when it came out because you would put it on at night and you only put it on in the evening. And you'd wake up the next day with just such, like, no more texture, super smooth, baby soft skin. And now let's talk cleansers. So the oil cleanser that I clearly have been loving is by Skin 1004. It's their Madascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. Genuinely such a fan of this cleansing oil. It is very light. Sometimes cleansing oils can be just too oily and thick, and it's hard to emulsify, hard to get off. This emulsifies so well. Gets all my makeup off, all that mascara, just a really solid cleansing oil. And then the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. Again, another sort of tried and true longtime favorite. I went back to this. It's a nice gel cleanser that's very hydrating. It's not stripping at all. It cleanses very well. If you want just a good basic cleanser, this is the one. Obviously, if you have any sort of soy allergy, I would stay away from this. And then before I move on to SPF, I'm gonna just add one more thing that I go on and off of, and I'm on it right now. Well, actually, I'm not doing a great job of using it all the time, but I should be. Retinoids. So this is a product that's not for everybody. I'm using a 0.05%. Eventually, I will graduate to 0.1%. I wanted the 0.1% already, but they wouldn't give it to me. But anyway, using this nightly along with all of these hydrating essences and moisturizers that I use, this is something that really will help to keep your skin in great shape over time if your skin can stand it. Fighting off any fine lines, wrinkles, really just keeping your skin in a very even, smooth condition. But again, not something everyone's skin can handle. It can cause extreme dryness, flakiness, redness, irritation. This is a prescription product, so you would have to talk to a dermatologist to assess your skin first to see if you are a good candidate. You could start with a much lower concentration, but you could always do an over-the-counter retinol product as well. Not as strong as this, but in the same family. Retinol in general is a good product category to incorporate into your skincare routine. We're talking about for long-term healthy aging. Speaking of healthy aging, SPF, and the two that I love the most are Caudalie VinoSun. This is an SPF 50. Beautiful fluid formula, goes on without a white cast, really just feels nice on the skin. So this is the one I reach for most days. Like for my daily use, this is the one I use. And then there's Naked Sundays, their Collagen Glow 100% mineral sunscreen SPF 50. The reason I also have this on hand is because the Australians know what they're doing with SPF. This one is a thicker formula. I tend to use this more like on vacation when maybe I'm closer to the equator or the sun is just extra harsh. I reach for this. This one also does not leave white cast. Obviously, I'm a medium skin tone, so if you're a much deeper skin tone, try these out on your own first and just test it to see how it looks, because it could potentially leave a white cast on deeper complexions, but on me, someone that's medium olive, it doesn't at all. So both of these are really good picks for mineral sunscreen options at SPF 50. And then the last thing I'm going to share is something that's more occasional. I'll do this maybe like once every 2 weeks, like twice a month. I don't know, maybe I should be using this weekly because I love how my skin looks after. This is the Medicube PDRN mask. So it's a 2-section mask. You put the top half on first and then the bottom half. It takes a while. So this is something that I would put on one of my shows and watch for maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. During that time, it goes from a baby pink color that's very sort of wet to drying down on your skin. It becomes kind of one with your skin, and then you peel it off and you just have the most firm, tight, glowing skin ever. I would definitely do this before you're like anticipating an event or something special that's going on in your life and you really want your skin to look good. I get this in I want to say a 4-pack at Ulta. And I'm not like a huge, like I said, I don't try all these different masks and stuff. This one has my heart. So that is really it. Like I said, it's a simple routine. I don't have 10, 12 steps. This is just my current routine. Here and there might be new products that come along. Obviously, I'll share those. But this is a routine that's been keeping my face in pretty good shape.